Hello and welcome on in, everyone, to another episode of the Adventure Network from the archives. This time being the spooky edition where we present to you episode 4 of Oxenfree. This is a quick recap from last time. We found out that our friend Clarissa is not gone? Question mark? Like last time we played this, Clarissa had just tried to unalive herself by jumping out of a window. However, through the course of last episode, we found out that she is not gone, just possessed somehow. And it almost seems like she wants to stay possessed. We also had a lovely flashback with our brother Michael, who we found out drowned. And now we're in the midst of a scavenger hunt where we are trying to find Maggie Adler's notes. So the last clue that we found, if I remember correctly, or actually, no, I don't think we had pulled the radio out on this scene. Nope, we have not. Let's go ahead and pull the radio out here and we will see what we can see. What is the clue
Memories
for
would
this
fade.
one?
Without this, Papa,
E,
Lima,
L,
Alpha,
A,
Quebec,
Q,
Uniform,
U,
Echo.
E, plaque,
Memories would fade. Without this,
plaque.
Papa, Lima, Alpha, Quebec, Uniform,
Echo. Plaque. All right. So the scavenger hunt continues. We've got 13 notes and we have found 5 so far. And it seems like the only clues so far that we have missed or that I wasn't able to figure out, because we got guide. Let me cross that one off the list. So plaque, colored, and light. Although we might have found colored. There it is.
She was working at the tower the morning they sank.
Yee. I was on watch duty in the tower when it happened, having just gotten back from an early leave for the reading of my father's will. Ouch. For years, I childishly blamed him for this, too. His one last act against me, but it was nobody's fault or decision but my own. I'm sure it was Francis Salter who sent the Kanaloa's distress signal. It had been cut off. I still don't know why, and I hastily interpreted the garbled transmission as an attempt to jam radar. And so I sent back the guidebook recommendation to scout and bomb if necessary. Is that the Kanaloa's distress signal? Hastily interpret the garbled transmission as an attempt to jam radar. Wait. Does that mean what I think it means? Interesting. And we're just jumping right back into this, aren't we? All right. So we have done Main Street. I think we did Discovery Cliffs. We haven't done Bacon Beach. And yes, it is Bacon Beach now forever, not Beacon Beach. That's an old joke from Stream where I called everything that was a beacon bacon. I think that was actually Subnautica 2, was where the bacon thing started. But that was a nice quick scene to figure out. Let's go to the next one. I'm not sure if I should call this a victory lap or not. This doesn't feel like a victory lap. This just feels like extra content. And yes, I'm double checking.
Turn on the.
Yeah, see, this one still says turn on the light to bring the sailors home. But I'm not sure what light she's referring to because I thought we already grabbed the message for this one. Maybe not. All right, is there anything on this scene? Yep.
A fallen tango.
3.
Romeo. Echo. Echo. Now called something else.
How did I know that was going to be tree when she started off with the letter tango? Oh. While we make the long walk to, I believe this is the spot with that 300-year-old tree that Jonas doesn't care about. I find it very amusing that I am sitting here playing a game that is heavily influenced by radio transmissions and stuff, considering some of the things that I have done in the past. I spent many years, almost 15 years, working at convention where I was maybe over here, where I was the head of dispatch. So it's highly amusing now that I'm playing a game that deals with radio stuff and the fact that I understand the NATO alphabet almost intimately.
I guess Maggie was the one who had this place turned into a park.
We did a lot for this island, apparently. After the fort closed, I used the considerable resource from my father's endowment to buy up most of the land or influence government officials to declare that which I could not buy protected. I have not been entirely successful and have watched in horror as a small tourist industry has precariously sprung upon this cursed island. Even the family of one of the sailors who died, Calvin Gilbert, set up a restaurant to cater to inquisitive out-of-towners. I can promise this though, the museum will never happen and the beach and caves will be boarded up. Why? 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 Why would you board up the beach and caves? I also find it hilarious. I didn't even bother writing down that clue. Like Tango Romeo Echo Echo? Come on, tree. I thought this was going to be the answer, but I was not correct. Let's see. Um, yeah, before we head back to Epiphany Field, let's hit up the bridge stand, the campgrounds, and I think we've already done the relay point, but maybe not. I mean, anywhere the radio doesn't fire off, we know we've already done. Eventually, we got to circle around to the cave again. All right, is there anything on this scene? Maybe.
People lose their names and give them to Golf, Romeo,
R
Alpha,
A
Victor,
E
Echo, Cena.
gravestones. Give them 2
People
gravestones.
lose their names.
That's wow. That's a really creepy way to word that, but man, you do. You do give your name to gravestones when you're gone. Creepy, but awesome. No wonder this game has been so highly acclaimed.
She thinks that the ghosts were pushed out of our reality and maybe aren't actually dead?
Oh. My belief, bolstered by Anna's and my research conducted largely at the Catbird Station where interruptions were rare, is that the men and women of the U.S. Kanaloa were separated from our dimensional existence by the implosion of the submarine's nuclear reactor? What? I identified one passenger, Henry, by his call sign, and his confused dictation and reliance on game logic says to me that their emotional states, if not mental states, have been reduced to that of children, a thought I cling to when I envision Anna's demise. What? Oh, boy, howdy. I wish I could remember the name. The Philadelphia Project, I think it is. I think the Philadelphia Project is where, like, they were trying to use systems to make ships go invisible, and that whole battleship, like, supposedly disappeared. What is even going on? Campgrounds. This is quite a fascinating story they are weaving here. And poor Jonas, I'm just dragging that guy everywhere. Come on, Jonas, come on a scavenger hunt with me. Ooh, hold on. One.
CBK.
ZBK.
CBK. CBK. 1. CBK.
Zulu Beta
CBK.
Elo?
1. CBK.
Come on, fire up the door. Come on. Come on, open the door. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I know one of these is gonna open it. Tick, tick, tick. This reminds me so much of like tuning old school tube radios.
It would have been better had it never been.
Just very carefully tuning until you get it dialed in. Come on. Click. Come on. Now that we know the secret, come on. That panel's gonna light up at some point. Come on. Click. Really? Did I go right past it? Come on. We'll go slower this time. There's gotta be something at this door, because that is one of those code locks. Unless I'm getting ahead of myself and we're not supposed to be here yet. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Going through this dial like super slow. I'm certainly close enough to the door for you to trigger. You literally can't get any closer, game. Unless this is just a door that I can't get in. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's gotta be so riveting watching me tuning a radio. One of these has to trigger the door.
Better had it never been found.
Alright, so we're back there again. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. The number station for her is gone, so we...
CBK 1. CBK. CBK.
Come on. Interesting. Okay, well maybe we're not supposed to get into that door yet. That is the first time we've come across one that did not trigger when I tried to open it, so I don't know what's up with that. I also can't go north from here, which is interesting. Nope. Going way the wrong way. And yes, I did pause by that cairn there, but I think we've already investigated that, and it's nothing. One of those I wish it was something things, because it's cool, but that I don't believe is anything. Alright, yeah, we're heading to the campgrounds. So far, light and colored are our two hints that I don't believe we have solved yet. Campgrounds for the win. Come on, Jonas. You're slow Budinsky over here. I don't know why you'd have a little two-cycle engine on a ferry like that. Admittedly, that thing is kind of scary. All right, onwards. First, radio.
Stop for view at the cliffs. Lima, Echo, Foxtrot, Tango, Edge.
Why?
Define stop for view at the cliffs. Lima, Echo,
L-E-F-T.
Foxtrot, Tango, Edge.
Left edge. That's interesting. Why is that a different voice? It's always been Maggie Adler. Who was that? And is this a false clue, or is this one of the people that were on the Kanaloa? What's going on here? What is going on here? Oh, fascinating. We were up here on a different time. We came up here. Man, I think it was episode 1. We came up here, and I was like, there's something up here. Oh, foreshadowing
Oh,
much?
Maggie thought that the way the ghosts can talk to us and vice versa is waves.
We are talking over radios. And I frequently conducted tests at what was once the East Barracks here during the brutal winter of 51. Waves of any kind, radio, nuclear, electromagnetic, seem able to pass through all existences under certain circumstances, which explains our ability to get communiques sent from them. This might also justify the frequency of hearings, one in the Kanaloa's electrician's call sign. Huh. Calvin Gilbert came echoing through the relays on April 4th, 1952. We would attempt to reverse the manifest breakdown and bring the soldiers back. Oh no. You know, bringing people back from situations like this never ends the way that you want it to. In fact, in a lot of cases, it tends to end in tragedy. Now, nothing. I also say that it is kind of creepy that every time we finish one of these broadcasts, the radio goes dead. It is mildly creepy that every time we finish one of those broadcasts, the radio then goes silent on that particular station. It almost feels like the ghosts know what we're doing, which is both fascinating and terrifying at the same time. I think we've been to the relay point, but we're going to go double check. Relay point, relay point. Have we done you yet? Are you a relay point that we've done?
3 square miles of limestone and coral.
Yeah, we've heard that. I bet you we have to go to the well.
A penny for a Whiskey India
Wish.
Cena Hotel.
Why did I have a sneaking suspicion we'd have to go to that well? I am fairly sure this is the scene that has the well in it. Yep. Do I see a sparkly? Yep, right there.
Maggie and Anna tried to bring the soldiers back in the cave.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. They opened a space-time rift. Oh, we gotta go to the cave. After stealing equipment from this relay station, Anne and I entered the cave just before dawn to try and communicate directly with the crew of the U.S. Kanaloa. We successfully tuned in to the source of the temporal tear, oh no, and spoke a bit briefly to Henry Griffin, an SOC sergeant who died on the sub, but the power overwhelmed my dear Anna, and she was absorbed into its ridge. Oh no! All that remains now is the flickering hue of a partially open gate, a window to a perpendicular space that seems to have augmented the submarine's call. But of all my regrets, perhaps the deepest is knowing Anna's last vision was of me fleeing from her in terror. Oh no! What? What? Okay, going to Milner Outpost is the fastest way to get back. Oh my god. I think Maggie Adler caused the tragedy. I mean, I don't know if she caused the sinking of the Kanaloa, but I think she caused the temporal space-time rift. I think she caused the rift. That's Crazy Town. Okay, yeah, this is the relay station that we've already been through. That's where Ren was holed up. Wow. Like I like to say, the thick plottins here. My goodness. Although I have to say, it makes me kind of sad sometimes. This is why I don't read mystery books and stuff like that, is I'm pretty good at figuring out where a story is going. Not always right. I am not always right, but I'm pretty good.
We turn.
Alright, so we already got this one. Just wanted to double check. But yeah, in general, I'm fairly good at figuring out puzzles like this. Which sometimes takes the fun out of a mystery book. But I have also learned that it's definitely the journey, not the destination. So even if I do kind of figure out where this is going, it's still fun. Alright, we need to go south. Come on, go down the stairs. The only critique, well, one of the critiques I have for this game, is that sometimes it's a little hard to get your characters to go where you want them to go. And I also wish that this game was fully playable one-handed, because I've discovered, actually, that you can run some of the stuff directly off the mouse. You cannot move your character with the mouse, but you can open up the map and the radio with the mouse, which is kind of cool. The only thing is you can open and close the radio. You can open the map, but you can't close the map with the mouse. You still have to hit the escape button. And you have to move your characters via the keyboard. It'd be nice if this game had been adapted to be able to let you do everything with the mouse, so it could be played one-handed. Minor accessibility issue. Not a deal breaker, just a that would be nice feature.
Turn on the Lima,
Turn
India,
on the light.
Golf, Hotel, Tango. For the ship's coming home. Turn on the Lima.
Turn on the light, the ship's coming home. Which makes you think lighthouse. And I think we have already checked the lighthouse and it didn't do anything. Unless I just missed a shiny. Because it seems like as long as you look in the right location, the game will just give it to you. So maybe I didn't inspect the lighthouse well enough. I mean, we're going to come through this area repeatedly. I'm heading down to the mansion, aren't I? No. There should be a break off. Righty-ho. So we're not going to go to the mansion. We're going to go this way. We're going to go visit the beach and probably require a change of clothes after we do the beach scene. There's a light. There's a light. There's a light. There's a light. There's the lighthouse. Ah, I walked right over
I
it.
didn't know Maggie grew up in Maine.
Didn't I already read that? Okay, that's weird. We read that one already. I wonder if it just didn't register. Huh. Well, regardless, the radio shut off, so I think we got that one. So how are we doing here? 2! Oh my goodness, we're down to 2, chat. Oh my lord, I feel like I'm streaming. We're down to 2, chat. Rafts, you are not streaming right now. We're down to 2. Oh, my silly
Linda,
brain.
Charlie, Oscar,
C-O-L
Lima, Oscar,
colored.
Romeo, Echo, Delta, Field.
I just saw the sparkly.
That woman, Marianne Bozick, helped her transcribe the ghost's transmissions.
Miriam Bozick, forever engraved on the Command Annex's memorial plaque, was a kind, humble woman who helped me decode the ghost's unusual messages. I don't think she ever really believed my hypotheses that they were relays from the sunken submarine, even though she corresponded with, as she put it, a man named Calvin, an electrician who died on the Kanaloa. I pieced together the truth, the cover up, and my own tragic mistake that killed him and his mates over months of careful deciphering. No, 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 no. Give me those letters again. December statue in Maine. Crewmate Francis Salter. Marker. Okay. Recruits on communication technology. Radio woman. Okay. One last act against me. It was nobody's fault or decision but my own. I'm sure it was Francis Salter who sent the Kanaloa's distress signal. It had been cut off. I still don't know why, and I hastily interpreted the garbled transmission as an attempt to jam radar. I went to the guidebook recommendation to scout and bomb if necessary. The USS Walter Roy, destroyer escort, sunk the Kanaloa. Wow. 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 Now I get it. She Wow. So I wonder if there was something happening with the reactor on the Kanaloa that they sent a distress signal. So I wonder if maybe the Kanaloa sent a distress signal and Maggie Adler, instead of reading it as a distress signal, I can speak words, maybe, wow, yeah. No, the transmission came through unclear, and she went back to her training and said, bomb it. Huh. Yeah, that's, wow. Again, I know I mentioned this previously, but if you want an absolutely fascinating read, this game very much reminds me of talking about women like figuring out ciphers and stuff like that. Do go check out the book Code Girls. It is not an easy read. It is definitely quite emotional, but it's absolutely fascinating what these women did. Absolutely fascinating what these women did, and absolutely fascinating too that one of the training facilities for the women, actually those women code breakers, um, it's actually very close to where I live, which is crazy. And by close, I mean it's driving distance, but yeah, it's kind of funny. Living in Chicago definitely has led to some interesting experiences with two books, actually. Radiation or Radium Girls and Code Girls, both.
From top to bottom, under Cena,
S
Tango,
E
Alpha,
A
India,
I
Romeo,
stairs.
Cena.
Under the stairs.
From top to bottom, under.
Oh,
Got it.
Maggie says she hopes the notes are found by the
Ah, no! Dang it. I bumped the keyboard. Sorry about that. All right. To whom it may concern, this island and wait. To whom it should concern, this island and is a lie. And I have been compelled by both forces outside my control and my own willful concern for the safety of others to conceal the many truths about Edwards Island. But now I feel any further inaction may carry a far greater risk. Inside, okay, we already read this one. Where's the one that was missing? Here we go. To whoever is finding these notes, understand my hope is that by enshrouding this intelligence in such an obtuse manner, its detection will discourage most innocent peekers, most innocent seekers, goodness, thereby allowing it to befall the correct person and not the easily distracted military mind, nor the typical bewildered um, executionist, executionist, I think it's executionist. Do not blame the submarine's crew. I don't believe its passengers like Henry Griffin can even understand what has truly happened to them. And you do not have to forgive me for my myriad failures. Wow, I can't speak all of a sudden. But please, remember the name Anashea. Know that she did not deserve her fate. Wow. Yeah, apologies for stumbling a little bit over my words. I've had a little bit of a sneezing attack.
Huh. Guess we're not going in there again. Whatever happened must have caved in the opening.
Huh. Well, we successfully found all the notes. So now it is time to head back to the Alder estate. And mayhaps roll credits on this thing. What a fascinating little game this is. And again, I see the critical acclaim. I'm very interested because there is an Oxenfree too. I'm very interested where that story goes. Like, is it a completely separate story or does it continue the story of these characters here? Come on. Go. Can I not enter the estate from this direction? Oh, come on. You're going to make me go all the way around, game? Rude. Rude. Yeah, no, you're going to make me go all the way around. All right, fine. 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 We'll go around. Ugh. Me a long walk. Well, while we take the long walk, let me conjecture a little bit. I kind of hope that they continue, depending on how this ends. I kind of hope they do continue this story in Oxenfree too. Depending on how this ends, it could be very interesting. I'm also curious if I'm going to get the quote unquote good ending. I would like to leave the scene, please. There we go, to the cliffs. I also hope that Jonah's not too mad at me for taking a little detour to go on a scavenger hunt and hauling him all across the island. Although, why did he come with? I bet you he came with just to make sure that I would be okay. Though he is new to his brotherly duties as being a stepbrother, it is still kind of nice that he came with. I mean, I did split the party, which is never a good thing to do, but... Oh boy howdy, I hope we can save Clarissa. Just going over the myriad of possibilities that can happen now. Can we save Clarissa? Are we going to be able to save Michael? Like, that was an interesting cutscene, and it almost makes me wonder if changing the past is a possibility. But then the question is, what does changing the past do? Like, am I going to screw up everything if I change the past? Like, will the world implode if I save Michael, or... Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, Epiphany Field. Here we go. Is this the end? We shall find out. I do wonder how they're going to tie up all the loose ends here. Just thinking. It's definitely a game that makes you think. All right, here we go. Boulder Estate. That's a long loading screen.
Jesus, that house is huge. That lady really knew how to live. It's like the Chateau de...
There is something up with her.
Yeah.
She has this giant house. She's burying, like, secret messages all over the place. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, and we can leave it to Scrappy Doo or whoever to figure it out.
What's a Scrappy Doo?
Yeah, but we could figure it out. Aren't you the least bit curious?
There's not gonna be a sunken pirate ship at the end of this, Alex. It's just a wrecked submarine.
Yeah, and if you're really so anxious, you can come back on your own time. I just want to get home.
That's fair. As I go exploring. What?
There's something in here.
Just looks like vacation slides or something.
Huh. Ren, you were right. There's like a ledger here. The Adler family does own the island.
Huh.
And here's a combination for a padlock to a chest is all it says. 29, 18, 54.
A chest? Have you seen one yet?
Interesting.
Negative, but maybe I just missed it.
Deal.
She made a lot of, what should I call these slides? They're not videos.
Silent memories?
That is one way to describe them. Just like that. Ren, you were right. Ren hasn't said anything about the Alders owning the island from my memory. Also, where did you go, Ren? Oh, you went to the boat, and I just kind of ignored you. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah, they totally went to the boat, and I'm just ignoring them.
It's like a boat that needs keys. There are no oars.
And before we go crazy, it wasn't with Maggie's stuff back at the office, like with the radio?
Nope.
No. We looked through all of her stuff, I think.
Huh. Well,
What's plan B if we can't...
Okay, well, I mean, if the boat plan doesn't work, there's still a big house, like, right there, and it probably has a phone. We can just call somebody to pick us up.
That's as good a guess as any.
Guess we're gonna go into the house now. Boat. Boat.
Sometimes when I lock myself out of my house, I can't help but just stare at the deadbolt, trying to, like, hypnotize it to open or something. You ever do that?
Yeah.
Not really. But we can try that now if you
I
think
actually
it'll
have
help.
done that. It's just that moment of disbelief of, did I seriously just do that?
It's a
Door.
radio lock. The woman sure did love her antiquated security.
Hold on. Number station doesn't do anything here. Sad. Come on. There it is.
that is a nifty gizmo.
It is. I do like the frequency locks. That's kind of... Whoa.
Finally.
Clarissa,
Oh, God,
Jesus.
you scared me. Thought you were like Maggie Adler's
How'd
dead
you
body
get in
or
here?
something.
How do you get in here? The door was locked. Do you have, like, a radio?
No, I don't have a radio. The kitchen window was open.
Oh,
Kitchen
fair.
window? Where?
In the back? In the kitchen?
Okay, sure.
Look, Clarissa's here, so everyone's here now. We can just... Everyone's okay, alright? That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
let's just find the keys to the boat or a phone or whatever and just find a way home. I promise. We can all keep talking and or fighting at school on Monday.
Yes, perfect.
I don't care what she says, just everyone keep your eye on her.
Yeah, I just might climb through the kitchen window again. Who knows?
Okay, we get it. Haha, carry on. Everybody find something and hope that it helps.
And yes, I am still looking for the number station.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Look, Jonas, are we, like, okay? I mean, because of the whole taking not you to town thing.
I'm not gonna pretend it didn't bother me a little, but it'd be stupid to, like... Tonight has been bad enough. I'm not gonna crab about that. I mean, are you, like, mad at me or something?
Not at all.
No, I want to be okay with you. If we keep at each other's throats, I don't know if I'll be able to make it through the night.
Me neither. So let's just not be at each other's throats anymore. There. See? Easy.
Never that easy, Jonah.
Man, she owned enough books. It's mostly math, I think. Ergodic thermodynamics. And religion. Sheesh, there's a lot
we
of...
get it. She liked the smell of paper. Fascinating insight. We'll all miss her.
Okay, why don't you get off your ass and help then?
I am helping by keeping out of the way of more enterprising sorts like
that
yourself.
guy? Where are your parents? Your kid's better than...
Oh, Chad's lake house.
Yeah, that guy was a friggin' weirdo.
Yeah.
Clarissa doesn't sound right. Full string.
Oh, that's an attic? Thought it was like a cat's toy or something.
Wanna come up?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I didn't want to go up there right away, but okay. Chest.
Ooh, you know what? This might be the chest that takes that combination. 29, 18,
54.
54. It's a lot of radios and those containers we saw at the town office. Oh, and like a map of the caverns. She's written here, tune into the source.
What do you think that means? She couldn't have known about the ghosts, right?
She must have figured it out, that there were ghosts here and the potential for them to be running them up.
Definitely know
I
about
guess
the
it's a
ghosts.
possibility. Is this... Ah, the boat keys. Got 'em.
Perfecto.
No, she 100% knows about the ghosts.
All right, we got keys for the boat.
Where?
Jonas found them in a chest upstairs. So, say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just saying it. It's not directed at you or anything.
Okay.
Ren, don't be petty. Whoa.
Alex! Oh, Alex! Come down here, please.
This isn't good.
Something we want to show you.
Clarissa, what's going on?
You're confused, aren't you?
Ren.
Well, you should be. How does it go? Things are different, except in a different...
Ren, come on, we got a boat to catch, buddy.
This isn't good.
Nona, can you hear me?
Nope. They're all possessed. This isn't good.
Come on, Jonas, I really need you. Don't blank out on me now.
Nope. I was hoping something weird would happen in the mirror, but yeah, we're in trouble.
Ah,
Ah.
now we imagine you're a bit confused. But don't fret. This will be the final part of your training, Alex.
All training is supervised by very skilled instructors.
Training?
Training? I don't want to be trained. What are
You signed up for this, Alexandra.
What?
So please, I cannot bear your excuses, offspring. You walked in here with clear eyes,
How was I meant to know what the hell was gonna happen?
and yet, without understanding your footing, you still acted. Don't worry.
She's got a point
The
there.
test is easy.
Come on.
We will speak of something we see in the house, and you will go and find it. See? As simple and good humor as your mother's
Why
apple.
all
What
the
is it with you
games?
guys and all the games? You're like
They are
dolls
like
and
children.
Children. Just what is the point?
The point, dear, the point is that they were never games, and you can figure that out by your lonesome.
They're clues.
Now, let's start with the softball. I spy, with my little eye, radiation.
There is, of course, a time limit here.
So,
10,
9, 8,
7.
6.
Is it? Are you talking about the TV?
Very good.
Well done.
Woo!
Models of,
Maybe X-rays.
but right now, you'd be wise to think of radiation.
In another sense. Pay attention.
I spy,
With my little eye, a notch. Let's make this a little harder, okay?
8,
7.
Painting.
6,
5,
4,
Portrait.
3.
2.
Alexandra, what a
Oh, come on, tying the knot.
to be.
Jonas, come on, snap out of it.
Oh, your new brother. Gone to first light.
Where
What?
is he? Where'd you take him?
Don't you mind, but let this be a teachable moment for you. It's time for the bonus round, Alex, so stay quick.
This is one you'll really want to find.
I spy with my little eye a picture of a memory. Be fast now. 5 little ducks went out one day.
The picture of I guess it's Maggie, Adler, and somebody. Is this it?
Yes, very
nice.
That's Margaret Adler and her friend Anna. See, you and your schoolyard chums are experiencing, well, this has sort of happened before. Maggie and Anna tried to sport with us many years ago, and, well, only one survived. But in the process, we discovered a way for us to return.
So to speak.
Uh-oh.
It just takes a little time. And a far-reaching tolerance for the ignorant.
Okay, if I help you, will you stop whatever it is that you're doing with my friends?
Well,
There's the rub.
they're not an eternal recurrence. The waves. It's the waves, we think. And we will use those waves to absorb into your friends.
What?
Sunlight blooms into flowers.
And we will grow. And we will engulf.
Wait, what happens to them after you're absorbed?
Their form will exist with us inside. It will be a swap, you see, of
Wow, not a
essences,
chance.
I guess you could call them. We tried it too quickly with Anna, but now we know.
To wait and soak.
We had
Oh,
to keep
God,
you here.
that's what's happening to Clarissa.
It will be a great honor, Alex,
Really, to carry us through this life.
No.
and on to the next.
Please just don't do this. We're not.
Sad, I know, to lose the facility to feel, to be, but we have not felt anything for a very long time, and we'll do whatever is necessary. When our vessel dashed on the rocks, we had until dawn, and so will you.
Huh.
We would spend that time wisely, and we thank you for your good service.
So, I'm kind of screwed.